Chicago for the Bulls, back home in Chicago Stadium as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for the second time this season. And good evening, everyone. This is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr, and welcome to Bulls basketball tonight. The Bulls with the Cavaliers on their hands, and the last time Cleveland was in, the Bulls held them to 5 points in the first quarter, and I would think more of the same. Defend that post.
That's right. Get it down. Low post defense would be good. You watch them play Larry Nance and Brad Daugherty in a low post, and they've had very good success against Brad Daugherty in the pivot position. The Bulls have.
Yeah, Bill Cartwright has done a pretty good job. We'll keep our eyes on Cartwright tonight. It'll be interesting to see how he plays after the incident in Houston on Thursday, in which his elbow broke the cheekbone of Akeem Olajuwon and put him out for 3 to 6 weeks. Down in Houston, Cartwright is the villain. I'll tell you what, the story in the Houston Post today points it out. That's the way the people feel down there. But, you know, the tape showed it really was an accidental incident.
You're right, Jimmy. I played the center position for 12 years in the NBA, and then one time, 3 nights in a row, I had cuts over my eye, I got a broken nose, and I broke a finger. It happened. Bill Cartwright did not throw an intentional elbow and should not be blamed for that injury.
On the other hand, Brad Daugherty injured his thumb last night.
Brad Daugherty dislocated his thumb last night, and it's going to be really funny. If he should hurt it again tonight, I'm sure you'll have headlines down by Steve Patterson in Houston saying Cartwright did it.
Well, anyway, the Bulls will be trying to win for the 14th time here on the home court. They have won 12 of their last 13 at home, and we'll be back with the introductions in a moment. The Chicago Stadium crowd revving up for another Bulls home game. We're all set with the player introductions. Let's go to Ray Clay.
Now for tonight's lineups. First for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At forward from Clemson, 6'10", Larry Nance. A 6'8" forward from NC State, Chucky Brown. At center, 7 foot from North Carolina, Brad Daugherty. At guard from Washington State, 6'7", Craig Ehlo. A 6'1" guard from Kansas, Darnell Valentine. The Cleveland Cavaliers are coached by Lenny Wilkins, assisted by Dick Helm and Brian Winters. The trainer is Gary Briggs. And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At forward from Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant. A 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas, Scotty Pippen. The man in the middle from San Francisco, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. A 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, John Paxson. From North Carolina, head guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the Bulls is Bill.
So the Bulls bring a 20-10 record into this contest. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 11 and dropped 20. And Cleveland at 4-9 on the road. The Bulls at 13-3 at home. Chicago with 2 blowout victories over Cleveland this year. 1 in Richfield and 1 here in Chicago Stadium. Phil Jackson's club hoping to do a 180-degree turnaround. In this, the second game in 1991 after their first game, which was a disaster in Houston on Thursday.
You're right, Jim. We haven't won a game in a year. All year this year.
Cavaliers have dropped 13 of their last 15.
Uh-oh, here goes that dark blue
This is the
jacket.
first dust-off of 1991.
Oh, yeah? He forgot. Yeah, he forgot.
Happy New Year, Red Man.
Happy New Year. He forgot.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Look at how thick it is there.
The officials tonight: Jack Madden, Ron Garrettson, and Mark Wunderlich. Nance and Cartwright. Cartwright tips to Pippen, and the Bulls are in control. The Bulls having their 5-game winning streak halted, and it's Cartwright with the first shot of the night, and the rebound battle collected by Chucky Brown. Cavaliers coming in after losing last night at home to Detroit, but they played the Pistons tough in Ridgefield. Here's Doherty. We talked about that interior defense for the Bulls. They pitch out, and Chucky Brown missing.
Well, they went one-on-one down low. I thought they might double right away.
Jordan outside against Ehlo. Grant guarded by Nance in the all-Clemson matchup. Pippen over Brown. Cartwright with a follow on Doherty, and the Bulls have the lead.
Offensive rebound, Bill. First 2 shots of the game. Sorry, for Scotty's miss.
This is what the Bulls did well early in Houston the other night. Offensive rebound. Nance missing. Loose ball out of bounds to Chicago. 10:48 for the opening quarter. Lenny Wilkens hoping his club can come up with a better first quarter than the last time they were here, which was just a couple of weeks ago. Pippen wide open. Finally takes it. Boy, Scotty is having trouble from the field the last 2 games. 0 for 2 tonight, following a 5 for 17 performance on Thursday. Horace Grant over Nance. Long rebound, Chucky Brown. Bulls may have to let number 23 take a shot one time.
As they mentioned, 57 minutes, Jimmy. He played in the 2 games against his club. He's got 56 points.
Here's Doherty, and Jordan picks off the rebound. Michael surveys the scene. Ehlo jumps out, and an offensive foul called on Jordan.
Good play by Ehlo. He's been burned by that play so many times, Jimmy. That time he read it right. Jordan picks up the offensive foul. Started to go a little bit to his left and then back to his right, and Ehlo had, I don't know if Michael saw him behind Bill Cartwright.
2-0 Bulls. 9:50 left in the quarter. Ehlo with 12 to shoot around a Nance screen. Horace Grant slides through. Over the top, it's Nance over Pippen. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by Grant. The Cavaliers keep it.
Interesting statistic here too, Jim. In these 2 games, off the bench, Dennis Hobson got 14 games in one and 12 in another. Could be a big factor in a game like this tonight.
Inside pass knocked away by Cartwright. The Bulls out and running. Jordan over Nance.
Yeah, they let him have it that time, didn't they?
It's 4-0 Chicago. 9:15 left in the quarter. So the Cavaliers, who scored only 5 the last time in, have none after 3 minutes tonight. Darnell Valentine gets him on the scoreboard. John Paxson around a Cartwright screen. Here's Cartwright backing in on Doherty. Left it short. Cavaliers down looking to tie. Darnell Valentine against Paxson. And a foul called offensive against the Cavs. Darnell Valentine.
Well, their offense does not look the same. Of course, you and I are so used to seeing it run by Mark Price, a brilliant backcourt man who's out with that bad knee. They just are looking for direction now from somebody, and Darnell Valentine, a new player with him, relatively new.
He's new this time. He was with him a couple years ago when Price was down. Here's Cartwright losing the handle. Valentine out with it, and Scottie Pippen takes a foul at midcourt.
That's the first foul on Pippen. First team foul on the Bulls. And the Cavs with the ball at the 10-second line.
Bulls could really make hay here, Jim. They make a few hoops early. Get them in that hole again. Their team is not very deep, so you want to not let this game go very long without a nice lead.
That's true. Last time they were in at this time, the Bulls were up 16-2. Brown loses it. Cartwright a pickup, and Paxson advances on the dribble to Jordan.
Yes, sir. Beautifully timed 20-second timeout by Lenny Wilkins.
He does that every time Michael comes up with a poster play. Lenny will take a timeout.
That's right. They say don't let him dunk, but Michael's going to get his dunks in a game. This time he just takes off, and I'll tell you what, this is very difficult. Pax is coming down quick. Players scattered all over the floor. Scotty open, but Michael way high above the rim. One hands it down and in, and you're right. A timeout taken. This is a tough play.
I think
an
Valentine
exacting
tipped
play. How about that? You're right. A poster play, and Lenny says, wait a minute, we got to talk it over. The coaches come in here, they keep saying, don't let Michael dunk the ball. It gets the crowd going. It's easy for a coach that's maybe 5'7" or 5'8" to say, get out there in the court and you try. You say, you try it, coach.
Oh, boy. That's like saying, don't let the sun come up tomorrow, right?
You're right.
Here's Ehlo. And the Cavs are within 2. Bulls advancing in a hurry, and Pippen leaves it for Paxson. Jordan against Ehlo. Around a Cartwright screen. They send 3 at him. Doherty the rebound. Ehlo runs out. Ehlo in on Paxson. Jordan rejects it.
Pax was busy trying to get good body position, and Michael says, I got fouled on the other end. They wailed on me, and Pax steps in front. Ehlo takes the shot. Michael says, hey, not on my street, buddy.
Cavaliers come in to Nance.
He's on the right street. He just had the wrong address.
Doherty holding and looking inside. Ehlo from the outside. Scottie Pippen the rebound. Has to come back for it. It's a 2-point Bulls lead in a low-scoring game. 7:14 left in the quarter. Paxson backs it out against Valentine. Gets some spacing for Grant. Comes out to Pippen instead. Cartwright against Doherty. 8 to shoot. Cartwright nearly walked. Horace Grant tips it out to Paxson. And Doherty picks it off. It's the Bulls who are cold, and the Cavaliers have a chance to tie this trip. Detroit has come back in its home game against New Jersey. Chucky Brown missing the layup. Horace Grant ahead to Jordan. Pippen up the floor. Now Paxson closing in. Finds Scottie Pippen underneath. He is fouled by Nance. Timeout taken. 6:33 for the quarter. And the Chicago lead is 2 at 6-4. On Friday, February 22nd, Sacramento is in. Sports Channel presents the Gorilla. How often have we said, John, when you block a shot, it's not usually the guy that's guarding you that blocks it, but another guy.
Ehlo says, well, Michael's not around. I'll go, whoa, where'd he come from? He thought he had Pax one-on-one in his torture chamber. Michael was still upset because at the other end, he thought he got wailed on by Doherty. And now Scottie Pippen is at the line as Nance fouled him, and just before they took a timeout.
Scottie drains the first one.
Shooting could improve for both teams. 2 for 9 for the Cavs, but only 3 out of 11 for the Bullies.
This after the Bulls shot 39% in Houston. Air Jordan taxis out onto the active runway and holds. Scottie with the 2 free throws. The Bulls up by 4 against pressure. Chucky Brown shy of the timeline. Lobs it across to Nance.
Chucky Brown just made a great pass. Michael was hanging at half court, and in the last second he turned around and got it.
Here's Nance against Grant. Larry Nance brings the Cavs to within 2. Scottie Pippen holding on Brown. 15 on the shot clock. 6 minutes for the quarter. Pippen picked up by Doherty in the switch. Now it's Jordan against Nance. 9 to shoot. Michael to the hoop. And Horace Grant spanks it in.
Michael sets that mismatch with Nance, which really is not that bad a mismatch. Nance is a pretty good defensive player, but Michael doesn't seem to care who he takes to the hoop on this Cleveland team.
Cleveland, a good punch inside, and Jordan a steal of the pass to Brown. Now the Bulls run it to Pippen. Scotty's got the layup. Maybe that'll get Scottie Pippen off.
Well, this is what the Bulls do well here, Jim. The transition game they go. Michael on the steal. Scotty flies down the court and gets an easy layup.
A 6-point Bulls lead with 5:15 remaining in the quarter. On the drive is Brown, and he's got the dunk. First 2 points for Chucky Brown. Over the top to Jordan. Missed the layup and the tip, and the Cavaliers out with a loose ball. Brown on the middle of the floor. Underneath is Ehlo, who finds Doherty. And the Cavs are within 2. Brad Doherty with his first 2 points tonight.
Great balance for the Cavs. Everybody with a deuce.
Jordan around a Cartwright screen. Beats Ehlo to the baseline and missed it badly. Loose ball into the corner. Cleveland trying to save, but a foul on Jordan.
The second.
Yep.
Michael struggling here with his game, his second foul.
And now Henry James has come in for the Cavs.
Henry James had a good game against the Cavs. The first game he didn't play too well, but against the Cavs he got I think it was 13 points in this. I mean against the Pistons. Yeah. 13 points in the second quarter.
And the game, he shot like Jesse James for a while. Misses that one. Pippen with a rebound. The Bulls trying to extend on a 2-point lead. Paxson spots up. Larry Nance clears it. Pax hadn't hit one all year. Here's Valentine. Ehlo. Ehlo against Paxson. Doherty against Cartwright. 9 on the shot clock. And a foul called on Cartwright. That's his first. The Bulls with 3 team fouls.
He said he was shooting. Doherty says I was shooting. He didn't have a chance to. By the time Bill got finished with him, he was out of bounds. He was trying to shoot over the top of the backboard.
B.J. Armstrong ready to come on. The Cavaliers have it in play. Valentine works it around a Doherty screen. Paxson slides through. Valentine walked as he got into the lane, and now Paxson sits down with Armstrong into the lineup.
Very slow start here for the Bulls. They've got the Cavs right on schedule where they thought they'd have them with only 10 points, but they sure thought they'd have a little bit more. And they've got Bulls have 12, and Jordan has 2 fouls in his first quarter.
The Bulls unable to take advantage of the 5 Cavaliers turnovers. There's a pass inside, and the ball is kicked. So the Bulls get a new 24, and Steve Kerr comes into the lineup for Cleveland. Darnell Valentine goes out. Scottie Pippen brings into Cartwright. Pippen over the Grant pick, head of the key. Larry Nance picks it off. All of a sudden, when the calendar turned over, the Bulls have lost their shooting eye. This is a club that was shooting over 50% from the field and shot 38 in Houston, and they're shooting less than that tonight. Henry James with a 3. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have taken the lead, I believe, for the first time this season against the Bulls. They may have had a lead early in the first game at Cleveland. Cartwright missing. Doherty the rebound. On the run out, it's Ehlo. He's got the dunk. Craig Ehlo scores. And now Cleveland 9 straight points and a 3-point lead. And Lenny Wilkins is saying that's a little more like it. The Bulls swing to Armstrong, now to Jordan. Michael's shot blocked underneath. Cavaliers out with it. Steve Kerr works it. To Ehlo, down the lane. Scoop shot is in, and Cleveland has a 5-point lead. Craig Ehlo with 6.
They're going to try to go through this without going to a timeout.
You're right. 11 straight points for the Cavs.
Michael's 2 out of 8 at this juncture.
Here's Cartwright. On the move against Doherty. Leans in and steps out of bounds. Timeout Chicago. 1:54 left to go. It's the Cavaliers who take the time. In the opening quarter, not looking good early. Cleveland leads the Bulls by 5. On Tuesday, February 19th, the Washington Bullets are here, and the first 10,000 fans 21 and older receive a Hot Hoops poster, courtesy of Miller Genuine Draft. It's an 11-point surge for the Cavs as the Bulls have gone cold, and Cleveland has the transition game working.
Danny Ferry now in the game for Cleveland.
Cavaliers with some newfound confidence. Here's Ferry against Jordan. Ehlo over Grant. Michael Jordan back for the rebound. 1:35 left in the quarter. The Bulls 5 of 21 from the field, and the Cavs 6 of their last 7. 8 for 17 overall. Here's Pippen around a Cartwright screen, and a pass to Armstrong deflected. BJ misses. Ball on the floor. Horace Grant grabs it. Over Ferry. And Ferry collects that rebound. The Bulls are 5 for 23. Doherty against Cartwright. Can't get the half hook to drop. Ball on the floor and a loose ball foul. It's against Cleveland. It's on Ferry.
Ferry had a good game off the bench against the Bulls, Jimmy. He had 18 points. He got most of them in the second half. The Bulls were really had him down. So King comes in for Horace Grant now.
Let's pause 5 seconds for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago.
Michael Jordan over Ehlo. Finally gets the roll. Jordan's got 6. And that ends the string of 11 straight points for the Cavaliers. Ferry being guarded by Stacey King. Shot clock is at 12. 33 on the big one. The Cavs with a chance for a 2-for-1. Doherty inside with the lean-in shot. The ball hangs on the rim. It comes out to Ehlo. He drops it inside for Doherty. King a block.
Oh, that should be a jump. That should be a jump ball. Oh, that one sure. Well, I have to look at a replay on it, Jim, but it sure looked like King was right there to tie him up. Pass off to the side. Right on top of the ball.
Yeah, it did. It sure enough did.
Yeah, I'm going to give the.
Doherty making the first of 2. That's the first free throw attempted by the Cavs in the game. 21.5 left, and the second one is also in, and Cleveland back to a 5-point lead. Ain't nothing wrong with the Bulls game that a few shots made wouldn't cure. They're sitting on 6 for 24 this trip up the floor. Jordan with 9 seconds left. Doubled up and comes back over Doherty. A long rebound to Ehlo. From the timeline. Whoa. At the bank. After 1. My, how times have changed. It's Cleveland 19, the Bulls 14. On Saturday, February 16th, the Bulls and the Nets, and the first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls squeeze bottle, courtesy of Yummy Grams. So far, the Cavaliers are feasting on some cold shooting by the Bulls. Cleveland with a 5-point lead.
So cold, Jimmy, that their low in the first quarter all this season was 20 points. So they got themselves a new low for the first quarter.
Here's Jordan in rhythm. Book it. Jordan's got 8.
That's the first one, Jimmy. Hit it right on the head in rhythm. Everything else he was trying to get off of a one-on-one situation. That came into flow, that fast break.
It's a 3-point lead for the Cavs. Ferry against King. Outside shot is right there by Henry James. He's got 5. And the Cavs keep the 5-point lead. Over the top to Pippen, and a foul on James. First foul on James. So the Bulls to throw in with 11:13 left in the half. Stacey King against Ferry. Boy, Ehlo's down, no foul, and Jordan finishes that play.
Oh, Michael almost got it.
That draws the Bulls to within 3 again. Houston Rockets playing at home tonight without Olajuwon and trailing in the first quarter by 4 to Indiana. Here's Doherty over King. Ferry on the tip try. Danny Ferry with his first 2, and the Cavs keep the 5-point lead. Michael Jordan out front. King has it high left. 10 to shoot. Here's Jordan from long range, and Michael has found his shooting eye. He's got 12.
Hit his last 3. There's steal by BJ.
Hey, maybe that'll be the spark for the Bulls. They're within 1. Kerr under pressure of Armstrong. And Jordan a near pickoff, and now Ehlo on penetration. Doherty following. Rebound to Armstrong. The Bulls out on the run. Armstrong with Jordan ahead of him. Pippen to Jordan. And Michael is fouled by Danny Ferry.
That second foul by Danny Ferry. Michael just missed a steal, as you said, at half court. And then Doherty missed an easy shot. Was pushed up the floor by BJ. And he's had a hand in these last couple baskets. He gives it to Scotty. Scotty to Michael. Michael goes up, but Ferry whacks him. First trip to the line for MJ.
12 points working tonight. Michael an 84% free thrower, and he drops the first one. That ties the game. 5 in a row for the Bulls. I mean, those are some impressive offensive numbers. 56% from the field, 84% from the line, and averaging over 30 points a game. 14 points for him. The Bulls have taken the lead. 9:50 left in the half. Steve Kerr, nice change of direction move. Henry James gives it up to Doherty. Ferry over King. Danny Ferry has 4, and the Cavaliers are back in front. Here's Scottie Pippen on the drive. Jordan spots up, now beats Ehlo to the baseline, and Ferry the rebound. Up court pass to Ehlo, sidesteps Armstrong. Doherty with a dunk, and Cleveland in front by 3. B.J. Armstrong finds his way to the basket.
That's a long time for B.J. to penetrate against a big center with an outstretched hand, Jim, to make the basket, but he just stole one earlier. He's got himself fired up here.
Here's Ferry against King. Steve Kerr over Armstrong. Cartwright the rebound. On ahead to Pippen. He leaves it for Jordan.
Oh, Michael, I thought he doubled.
I did too. Here's Stacey King on a rollout. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Big Brad Doherty picks up his first. Doherty hits the game. Yeah, hits the bench. So they come back with a different look. Look at this team they put out there. Larry Nance, who can play the defensive center, but they want to keep it wide open. Valentine, Danny Ferry, Henry James, and
Steve Kerr.
So let's see. Bill is going to go out, and
Horace Grant comes in to match up with Nance.
This is the real luxury that Phil has in being able to go against smaller teams, and really, if he wants to go big, he can go big too.
Stacey King with his first point tonight. The Bulls starting tonight tied with Detroit for second. 2.5 games behind the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Central. Detroit leading just before halftime by 3 against the Nets in the Palace. Rebound battle. Stacey King. Loose ball foul called on
Horace.
Yep, Horace Grant with his first. Cavs get it in play. James off the inbounds and Nance in control. 8:27 for the half. The Bulls in front by 1. Steve Kerr off the drive. Hands the ball to James for the dunk. Steve Kerr off dribble penetration.
Not known for that either.
That's right. Cleveland by 1.
He's another guy that lives on a three-point shot. When he gets inside that distance, he's not as effective.
Horace Grant against Nance. Horace has 4. The Bulls back up by 1. Valentine calls a play and lobs over the top to Nance. Fakes on King. Lost the ball going to the hoop, but a foul called.
It wasn't that Scotty, was it?
Yep. Scottie Pippen with his second.
Oh, it looked like King got him on the play, but they call it to Scotty.
2 team fouls. Cleveland to throw in. Foul line extended. Shot clock is at 15. Nance against Stacey King. Larry Nance with 4, and Cleveland back up by 1. This is a much more competitive Cavaliers team than the Bulls saw in their first 2 games.
I think what happened, Jim, the Bulls really stunk the gym up here in the first quarter. Offensively, they could have put some points on.
King loses it.
They might have had that good lead here. Here the Cavs are sitting with 31 points, but the Bulls only scored 14 in that first quarter. And now they get a little aggressive and say, hey, we can play in this building.
Armstrong from the outside. Once he got the 2 layups, VJ's got some confidence in his shot. Working for him right now. It's a 1-point lead for the Bulls. And a timeout taken by Cleveland. 7:02 left to go in the first half. The Chicago Bulls with a 1-point lead in this one, 32-31. With our producer-director Skip Ellison, this is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr back in Chicago Stadium. The Bulls, after trailing by 5 after 1, now lead it by 1. And our next telecast on Channel 9 a week from Monday here in the stadium. The NBA Central Division leading Milwaukee Bucks come in, and the Bulls owe them 1. Dennis Hobson in the lineup for the Bulls, replacing Scottie Pippen, and he takes Henry James. This is James against Hobson. Oh, Henry. King the rebound. And now Armstrong on the push. Here's Stacey King down the lane. Man, the layup won't go, and the rebound to Kerr. Up court to Ferry. If he can get there, he's out of bounds, and the Bulls have it. Craig Ehlo back in for the Cavs.
See, they played James a little bit tighter, Jim, and twice he shot almost air balls over the top. I mean, he really wasn't on the rim at all. When he was open, nobody played him. He can shoot that shot.
Cavaliers with 7 turnovers in the game. Armstrong working against Kerr. It's Jordan guarded by Ehlo. Hobson into Grant. 6 on the shot clock. B.J. Armstrong is open. Horace Grant punches up in the air. Hobson on the tip. King on the tip. Cleared by Ehlo. Cleveland back looking for the lead. Ferry. Cross court to Steve Kerr. That's his shot as he spots up. And boy, that one went splat when it hit up there. Armstrong trying to get in on Kerr, and Ehlo steals the pass. 4th turnover for the Bulls. Jordan steals it. Armstrong out with a loose ball. Ahead to Jordan. Michael down a 4-on-2. Dennis Hobson over Nance.
Boy, they made a beautiful play, a steal by Ehlo, and as they came down the other end, Jordan just got it right back.
Cleveland down 3 with 5:23 left in the half. Nance against King. Larry Nance has 6. Craig Hodges will come on for the Bulls. Here's Michael Jordan against Ehlo. Horace Grant against Nance in the post. It ain't there. He gets it anyway. Three-point lead. Nance against Stacy King. Reach back shot. That's what he's really good at. Larry Nance. He gets you moving one way and then reaches back and shoots right over you. The Bulls with 10 points off turnovers, but their lead is just 1. Dennis Hobson against Valentine. Here's Jordan over Ehlo, and a foul on Ehlo. Ehlo with his first. Michael Jordan shoots 2. Cartwright returns. King is out. Hodges stays as he's coming for Jordan. 14 fouls on the Cavs and 4:27 left in the half.
The Bulls shooting has picked up a little bit here in the second quarter, Jim. It was really atrocious in quarter number 1. The Cavs only shot 40%, 8 out of 20, and yet they had a 5-point lead. Bulls 6 out of 25 for 24%. Jordan laces the first free throw.
Michael has been picking some pockets over the last 4 games at an average of 3.3. He's got 16 points in this game. The Bulls lead is just 3. 4:20 left. First half in Chicago Stadium. Chucky Brown over Hobson. Hobson may have got a piece of it. Cartwright on ahead to Armstrong. Hobson out of the corner.
Angle, I tell you, he seems to play well against the Cavs, and Lenny takes the time.
And now it's the Bulls who lead by 5. 4 minutes left in the first half. We'll return to Chicago Stadium in a moment. With 4 minutes left in the half, Michael Jordan sits down. Craig Hodges comes in. Cleveland down 5, and Valentine advancing into their front court against some pressure. Ehlo against Armstrong. Chucky Brown guarded by Hobson. Shot clock is at 8. Here's Doherty against Cartwright. Brad Doherty has 8 points.
Bulls not putting that double pressure on like I thought they would when the ball went in the hole. I guess they figured they can play everybody man to man if the supporting cast is not that strong.
Craig Hodges from the outside. You know what that means.
He didn't even look like he had an eye on the
next one's on its way.
He was testing the wind on that baby.
Craig Hodges, I tell you what, that's the way it is with shooters, John, and we've talked about this so many times. This foul is on Hobson. A shooter's mentality is this: when they're hitting, they're on a roll, and when they're not, what do they say?
They're due.
They're due.
That's right.
They don't stop, and that's why they're shooters.
They miss 8 in a row, and they say that
the next 8 are going in.
That's right. Next one's got to go in.
Here's Ehlo. Inside to Brown. Horace Grant on the block, but then a foul on the fellow. Horace Grant with his second foul.
At halftime tonight, John Mengelt will talk to his former teammate Tom Borwinkle.
And we'll have the Channel 9 news break. We'll analyze the first half and have highlights and stats. That's what's on tap. Chucky Brown, 3 points in the game after that free throw. 69% free throw shooter on the season. Looked like Rick Barry to me.
Absolutely right.
42-39. Dennis Hobson inside to Cartwright. Bill Cartwright's got 4. And the Bulls lead is 5.
You really don't want to play around too long down low with Nance. He block shots pretty good on you. Oh, Doherty wide open.
It went right through his hands, and Horace Grant to Hodges. There's Hobson.
He got hammered. Yep.
Valentine on the foul.
Whistle was a little bit late for Hobson. He didn't think they saw it at all, but Valentine did catch him. Well, Doherty was so wide open, the ball went right through his hands, and the Bulls came flying the other way. And now Hobson a chance to put a couple in the free throw column here.
Dennis Hobson with 5 points tonight. What were his numbers in those other 2 games, John?
14 and 12. One game he shot extremely well. He was 6 for 7. 7 for 8, I mean.
14 is his season high. He's got 6 right now, and the Bulls have a 7-point lead, their biggest. Valentine under pressure of Armstrong. Ehlo against Hodges. Loose ball into the corner and out of bounds to the Bulls as Nance couldn't save. And now Henry James returns and Chucky Brown goes out. Steve Kerr will come on in a moment. Armstrong out of the corner. B.J. Armstrong has it stuck on automatic. 8 points for him, and the Bulls are out to a 9-point lead. Doherty. A quick counter by the Cavaliers center. Doherty with 10. Greg Hodges looking for Grant with 10 on the shot clock. Hodges over
Sideways shot. A sideways shot for Craig. He was moving left trying to get his feet together. What a play.
And now the Bulls double as Ehlo has it in the post. He comes out to clear and almost lost it. Valentine open. Hops in the rebound. The Bulls with a chance to go up by 11 this trip. B.J. Armstrong takes the outside shot. Book it. B.J. with 10. And the Bulls lead by 11 with 53 seconds left in the half. Henry James. Boy, that's a nice bounce he got on the rim. 9 points for Henry. A 9-point lead for the Bulls. They can get a 2-for-1 here with 35 seconds left. Horace Grant. Lefty hook. Horace Grant with a lefty hook over Nance.
Well, this second unit has played really well since MJ went out. They have struggled all year, Jim, but they've done a good job here.
They may have saved him tonight. 5 difference and 15 to shoot. Doherty in on Cartwright. 15.3 left, and the Bulls take their 20, leading by 9. Brad Doherty with 12 points in the game. Well, we have a moment. Let's remind you that for the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the 18 Chicagoland, Carson Peary, Scott stores. Well, John, do you think our newfound Bulls fans in Mexico City are watching tonight?
Yeah, how about that? Coming down to Houston for the game. They said they watch us on television all the time, specifically on WGN, and we get a big kick out of meeting it. A big thing they thought was so funny down there is Michael dusting us. Well, I want you to know it's not so funny. You got to get your jacket cleaned after every game. But you're right. That's great.
Jordan is back in the game. 10 seconds. Armstrong trying to get him into the play. 6. Here's Jordan against Ehlo. Stumbles. Fade away under pressure. Horace with a follow. And that's it. We're at halftime. And the Bulls lead is 9 against the Cavaliers. 54-45. When we come back to Chicago Stadium, John Mengelt will be here to visit with an old teammate and a dear friend, Tom Boerwinkle.
If you're serious about whole grain, remember, Wheaties has it. These guys don't. Better get your whole grain.
You better eat your Wheaties.
9-point lead for the Bulls here at halftime. Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr back in Chicago Stadium. Both teams are back on the floor. Before we go to the third quarter, we've got time to look at some highlights in the first half. And I'll tell you what, John, one of the highlights we're going to see, the great alley-oop.
Okay. Ball is put down into the center position. Cartwright comes up with the steal, fires it on down the court to John Paxson. Full run. He throws it up out of the gym. A nice shot, Pax. No, Michael. Beautiful. Catches the ball in one hand and stuffs it right in. Well, everything wasn't roses for the Bulls as they tried here early. Cartwright tried a shot off the rim, and Doherty looked down, and there was Craig Ehlo taking off on a play and over B.J. Armstrong, and Ehlo gets the stuff. But sometimes your feet are not together when you're a good shooter. Here's Hodges going sideways, and the ball, as you would say, J.D., let me hear you one time. Rimming. Good. All right.
Let's check out the Phillips 66 halftime stats. The Bulls 48% in the first half. Cleveland 47%. Nobody's missed a free throw tonight. 10 in a row for the Bulls, 4 in a row for the Cavs. The Bulls have out-rebounded Cleveland 21-18 and 8-3 offensive. And 9 turnovers for Cleveland, 4 for the Bulls, and the Bulls have scored 12 points off those 9 Cavaliers turnovers. Oh, leading scorers, Doherty with 12. He's the only Cavalier in double figures. And as for the Bulls, they have 2 players in double figures. Jordan with 16 and B.J. Armstrong 5 of 7 from the field, 10 points.
Jim, the bench has been taking a beating recently. They were 9 out of 13 and led by B.J. Armstrong's 5 out of 7. So a nice job for the bench.
Before we go to the third, let me remind you that Bulls fans can win a trip for 2 to Charlotte to see the 1991 NBA All-Star Game. All you got to do is predict the starting lineups. Send your lineups on a postcard to Miller Genuine Draft All-Star Voting Sweepstakes. Post Office Box 332, Milwaukee 53201. The lucky winner will be selected on our January 31st broadcast from San Antonio. You must be 21 years old to enter. Void where prohibited. All entries must be postmarked by January 19th. Cleveland in possession as the second half begins. Larry Nance from the outside. Cavaliers won't go away. It's a 7-point lead for the Bulls. Paxson guarded by Valentine. Shot clock is at 12. It's Cartwright against Doherty. Paxson a return pass and Doherty a pickup on the steal. Larry Nance against Horace Grant. Craig Ehlo with 10 on the shot clock. It's Nance again. Cartwright the rebound. Michael Jordan looking in at the 11-minute mark in the third, and Scottie Pippen delivers from long range.
Michael knows he's got to help Scottie get into this game, Jim. He needs some, Michael needs some offensive help. Scottie can do it.
When the Bulls won their 5 in a row, between Jordan and Pippen, they averaged about 57 points a game. Here's Doherty. And the ball on the floor and out of bounds to the Bulls.
Jim, the Bulls shot 24% in the first quarter. Did they turn it around in the second? 16 for 21, 76%. And that's the spirit, guys.
Here's Paxson on the drive, and he'll get to the foul line. John Paxson looking for his first point of 1991. Chucky Brown on the foul.
Pax drove in and gave it the old, oh, and they hurt him. So you're right, he shoots 2 free throws here. Shake the cobwebs out, take the lid off that basket for Pax, man.
0 for 2 from the field in the first half tonight. And there's his first one.
Pax has played well in the 2 games against his club. He's averaging about 12.5, 13 points a game.
His 2 free throws put the Bulls up by 11. This equals the largest. Atlanta with a real struggle on its hands tonight at home against Minnesota. They lead the game by 1 late in the 4th. Detroit up 8 against New Jersey at the Palace. Darnell Valentine. Long rebounded Doherty. Quick punch into Ehlo, and he gets the reverse. And the Houston Rockets, playing without Akeem Olajuwon, have taken the lead in the second quarter against Indiana. They're up 3. Ten on the shot clock. Scottie Pippen around the Cartwright screen. Gets the bank. Scottie's got 8. Bulls back up by 11. I'll tell you what, another defensive stop and score, and Lenny Wilkins may take a timeout, but they score as Doherty kept the ball high after he received the pass. 14 points for Doherty. Pippen's pass outside loose. Paxson flags it down. Now Jordan against Chucky Brown. 10 to shoot. Grant leaves the area. Michael takes the outside shot. Michael Jordan's got 18. The Bulls keep the 11-point lead. Pippen picks up Ehlo in the corner. Air ball. Nance a pickup. 10 to shoot. Valentine. 6 on the clock. Nance against Grant. Jordan a poke away.
Too late.
It is, and Michael Jordan made the play. He saw the shot clock was winding down, so he knew if he could just go and delay Larry Nance a little bit.
That's right. He made Nance put the ball down, took a swing at it. It didn't come up clean to him, and that was one extra pass. Causes a violation.
Now the Bulls with a chance to extend on their biggest lead of the game.
Nance pushed him.
Larry Nance picks up his second. Cavaliers with 2 team fouls. Brian Winters talking with Lenny Wilkins on the Cavaliers bench. Dick Helm, the other assistant coach. Horace Grant over the top to Jordan, but a foul called. Foul on Michael. That's his third. Cleveland with it, down 11. Ehlo moving left. Screen roll with Nance. Jordan slides through. Nance from the outside. Wow. Larry Nance with 12. And the Cavs stay within 9. Milwaukee down 7 in the first quarter at home to Phoenix. Milwaukee unbeaten at home. Horace Grant with a 15-footer. Horace has 10, and the Bulls back up by 11.
Horace doesn't get a lot of shots like that, but he gets a 15-footer, Jimmy. Nobody around. He generally drains it.
Valentine at the stripe, works around the Nance pick. Nice play. Chucky Brown.
Got 2 of those.
Dribble penetration. Just followed the flow. Here's Pippen backing in. Scotty has his shot blocked. Jordan. Rebound to Grant. Back out to Paxson. The Bulls working on a new 24. It's down to 16. Pippen against Brown, and he carried the ball. Cupped the dribble as he made the pivot. So the Cavaliers down 9 with it. The Bulls unable to shake him here in the third. Larry Nance from the outside. He's hit 2 in a row from there. Nance with 14. 6 in this quarter. The Chicago lead is 7. Michael Jordan, the pass to Jordan was kicked by Brown, or the Cavs would have had to clean steal. So the Bulls will have it with a new 24 after this timeout. 6:58 for the third. The Bulls in front by 7. On Friday, February 22nd, the Sacramento Kings invade Chicago Stadium, and so does the Gorilla, courtesy of Sports Channel.
Well, Jimmy, a little happy birthday to a big Bulls fan. He's only 7. Bobby Kincaid celebrating his game here, the game tonight.
There's your close personal friend.
John Kuzak, yes. He and I have done a lot of things together, like I watch his movies. He's a big Bulls fan. He's here a lot. He lives here.
Remember the night you and I sang with Frank Sinatra?
I'll never forget it, J.D.
Right here in the stadium.
Right here in the stadium, and Frank said, will you join and sing the Star Spangled Banner with me? And you and I got up and sang, and you're right. I got that down on tape.
Everybody sings.
Yes.
Detroit a winner tonight at home against the Nets. So the Bulls need a win just to keep pace. Here's a foul on Nance. That's his third. 3 team fouls. Scottie Pippen triggers to Paxson. The Bulls lead down to 7. It was 11. Here's Jordan in deep on Ehlo.
Oh, yeah! Oh! We've seen them all, Jimmy. We've seen them all.
And it always happens to Craig Ehlo.
Oh, man. A quick hitter down in the post. He fired it in. Ehlo had him. Michael made one move here. He goes in. He gets wrapped up, whacked. And Michael just flips it over his head. Looks over his shoulder in the hoop.
And Michael got to the foul line and said, I had it all the way.
Yes.
21 points for Jordan. The Bulls lead is 10.
The tough part of that play was making the free throw.
Well, after that first quarter, the Bulls have heated up 75%. Hit a foul on Cartwright on a pass into Doherty. Jack Madden coming out, making the call. That's 2 fouls on Cartwright.
First foul on them. Bulls have 4. Cavs have 4 on them.
Cleveland down 10. A pass tipped out of bounds by the Bulls. 18 to shoot. The Cavs to come in. Chucky Brown looking to bring it in. To Nance. They trap him in the corner. Good recognition. Brown missing. And it's out of bounds to the Bulls. No, knocked out by the Bulls.
They went off Michael's hand on the block.
Yep. And did it glance off the rim. They get a reset on the shot clock.
Chucky Brown has got 2 stuffs, but looked like Scotty and Michael both there.
Tough to tell from that angle if the ball hit the rim.
They're going to make a jump ball out of this. Lenny says, was it a goaltend? No, not on a stuff. You can't really goaltend a stuff.
They didn't hit the rim. I think Jack Madden is over saying they shouldn't get a full 24. I don't believe that ball touched the rim.
13 seconds they got. We're going to take another look at it. Well, they got to bring it down to 11.
Should be able to see from this angle. Does the ball touch the rim?
It does not.
So they
Good
get
call.
13. They get 11 to come in. And Chucky Brown to make the inbounds pass. And Cartwright knocks it loose.
Can't find it.
Paxson ends up with it. Big trip for the Bulls, and Jordan finishes off the glass. The tip, no. Pippen to follow. The Bulls are up 12. The Bulls need a defensive stop right now to get control of this game. Darnell Valentine. The rebound to Cleveland. Good hustle. Chucky Brown coming up with it. Now Ehlo around the Nance pick. Glancing blow. Ball on the floor. And a jump ball is called.
Yes, good call.
Henry James returns for the Cavaliers, and Chucky Brown is out. Henry James out of that basketball powerhouse, St. Mary's of Texas. Well, he produced Robert Reed. Here's James. Gets the bounce. Henry James with 11. 69-59. Jordan trying to scrape off Ehlo, and Ehlo steals it from him. And then a foul on Jordan.
Jumped over to top to try to get it back, but really the ball was in control of Ehlo, Jimmy. I think that's why they call a foul. So Michael picks up his fourth.
Cavaliers with it. Down 10 with 5:07 left to go in the third. Hit the 5-minute mark. 69-59. Nance against Grant. 10 on the shot clock. Nance off the dribble. Hands to Doherty. 6 to shoot. Doherty is fouled. Dennis Hobson coming for Jordan.
When they said two-man basketball, Jim, it wasn't really the way it was meant between Doherty and Nance. Two big guys going over there, but a foul by Cartwright, his third, puts Doherty to the line. Jordan sits down, and now John Morton gets up off the bench.
Doherty has 15 points in the contest. He averages 21.3. Morton is in for Ehlo. Lenny Wilkins trying to keep that matchup intact of Ehlo against Jordan. So if Jordan goes out, Ehlo gets out to get his rest. Doherty with 16. It's an 8-point lead for the Bulls. Paxson around a Pippen screen. They might want to try to exploit this. Valentine guarding Pippen. But Scotty's on the perimeter. Dennis Hobson 10 to shoot, and Valentine tips it out of bounds. And now they'll rework the matchups. And Henry James moves over to take Pippen. I guess that's the one thing I see about the Bulls that bothers me, John. Dunk by Pippen. And that is, they don't try to exploit those situations. Yeah. You know, when they see it happening, they go away from it, or
they go perimeter.
Yeah, they go perimeter where it doesn't really help them. Henry James for 3. His second one of the game.
He was
14 points for him.
He was up with them in training camp, Jim, and then he played down at Wichita Falls. Last year he played in Belgium.
It's a 7-point lead for the Bulls. Pippen loses it off the drive, but it goes off a Cavaliers player. And so the Bulls keep it with 11 on the shot clock. Pippen comes in to Grant. Now Paxson, 8 to shoot. The rebound to Grant of Scotty's miss. Pippen against James. Takes it through traffic. Paxson spots up. Pax with 4, and the Bulls lead is 9. .319 left in the third. Fadeaway shot by James, partially blocked. Hobson clears it, trying to pick his way through traffic. Here's Paxson for 3. The long rebound, Cartwright a deflection, but John Morton has it, and Paxson takes the foul in the open court. The Bulls with their 4th team foul. Pax with his first.
Comes B.J. Armstrong chugging on up there, and who's he come for? Pax? Yep.
B.J. had a good first half. He was 5 of 7.
You know, Bulls haven't been able to capitalize, Jim. The Cavs had 4 fouls with about 7 minutes to go, 7, 8 minutes to go, and the Bulls never really utilized to get to the line.
Yeah, now the team fouls are even. Larry Nance against double team pressure. Valentine got clobbered under the basket, no call. Pippen out with it. A bouncer to Armstrong. The Bulls scoring in the break.
Nice play by Scotty all the way. He got fouled in the backcourt. They didn't call it. And a nice completion to Armstrong.
An 11-point lead for the Bulls with 2:30 remaining in the third. Doherty over Cartwright. Brad Doherty with 18 points tonight. Scottie Pippen advancing. Leaves it for Cartwright. Bill Cartwright has 6. Detroit wins by 16 tonight against New Jersey, 99-83. Bulls almost came up with a steal. Now Nance drives it in the lane. Swings that left-handed hook home. He's got 16. The Bulls lead back to 9 with 1:53 left to go in the third. Horace Grant.
Illegal or not?
A foul on Morton is the call, and they're over the limit finally, and Horace Grant will be on the line to shoot 2 after this timeout with 1:49 left in the third. The Bulls in front by 9.
Hi, bye.
Back in Chicago Stadium, boy, we've got it all. The dirigible in full flight. How about a hand for the dirigible? How about 5 hands for the dirigible? How about our next telecast? Milwaukee Bucks a week from Monday. 7 o'clock with a bullseye here on Channel 9. Horace Grant to shoot 2.
Don Wunderlich reminds me of Batman. He looks a little bit like Michael Keaton out there. I like Batman. Horace! Round it out.
All hands on deck, Johnny Reds.
That's a high five. That's my 5 grandchildren. My wife gave me that for birthday presents. My 5 grandchildren.
Well, Horace goes 0 for 2.
He's the first guy to miss free throws, isn't he?
Yeah. Bulls lead is 9 with 1:37 left in the third, and off the ball a foul called against Cleveland. Another foul on John Morton, his second.
So the Bulls don't really lose much. They missed those 2 free throws, but now pick up a turnover here on a foul on John Morton.
Scottie Pippen takes it in from the top to Hobson. And the foul is called on James. Hobson shoots 2.
Looked at that time as Scottie broke down a defense that Hobson was going to get himself a slam out of the baseline. He went up for it, but he got fouled. Scottie went up, drew the players to him. Hobson was going to just jam it out in, but got ripped out of his hand, so he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now the Bulls have missed 3 in a row. Yeah. King for Grant. As Phil Jackson makes a change at the forward spot. Finally, it's a 10-point lead for the Bulls. Boy, the Houston Rockets playing on emotion tonight. They have an 11-point lead in the third against Indiana. Their first full game without Olajuwon. 10 on the shot clock. Ferry with a half hook. Scottie Pippen had it and lost it. Morton. Loose ball foul on Ferry.
Let's shoot a couple here for King, huh?
3 fouls on Ferry. Stacey King with 2 points in the first half tonight. They came at the foul line.
You know, there was a big trade with Mike Jaminski going down to Charlotte for Armand Gilliam and Hoppen, was it?
Yeah.
And Jaminski just scored his 10,000th point. I would like to get a guy that had 10,000 points, not behind him, but in front of him. Would you want to make a trade like that if you're an expansion team? Uh-oh. So 3 out of 4 misses here by the Bulls.
After they had dropped 12
buzzing
in a row.
Yeah, it gets the fans buzzing a little bit.
Steve Kerr with a minute left in the third. Cleveland hanging in the game because the Bulls are unable to hit their free throws. 10 to shoot. Ferry across the green, gets the bounce.
He really doesn't have a jump shot, a come to a stop jump shot. It's going to be tough. He's got to develop that.
The Bulls lead is 8. And ideally use a little clock here and get a 2 for 1. Cartwright wheeling out against Doherty. 12 to shoot, 32 in the big one. Here's Stacey King against Ferry. Cartwright cleans up on the play, and that puts the Bulls up by 10. Now there's only 3 difference, though. Shot clock at 19, so the Bulls will have to hurry when they recapture. Morton against Hobson. They double on Morton to take it out of his hands. Kerr finds James, and he finds the right guy. 16 points for Henry James, 7 seconds. B.J. Armstrong trying to get free. Scottie Pippen from the outside. After 3, the Chicago lead is 8. 80 to 72. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in a moment. The Bulls leading by 8 as we head to the fourth quarter tonight. Statistically speaking, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and Bernard King 1, 2, and 3. And boy, that's a close race. Orlando Woolridge out with an injury. Michael Jordan 3rd in the league in steals, and he's 7th in field goal percentage. And he's back in this game, playing with 4 fouls. The Bulls in possession as the fourth quarter begins. The Bulls trying to do what San Antonio and Detroit has already done tonight. Move into that victory column. Off the ball, a foul called. It's against Cleveland, and it's John Morton picking up his 3rd.
They get the wrong. That 23 has picked up 7 fouls tonight, that number.
That 23 has picked up his 3 in a short amount of time. Jordan inbounding to King. Armstrong against Morton. Runs into a crowd. Hobson picked up by Ehlo. Loses the dribble. Now Cartwright rolls out, has it knocked away, bats it out to Armstrong. 8 to shoot. BJ shot blocked. Ehlo clears. Jordan a steal. Bulls coming back. Michael's 18-footer. Yes, sir. That puts an end to the foolishness.
Chicken salad.
The first out of a Sauzier right there. 10-point lead.
Vengeance is mine, saith Michael. This is my house.
Here's Doherty against Cartwright. And the rebound to King. Armstrong in transition. It's Hobson against James. Now Ferry has him in the switch. And Ferry steals the pass from Dennis Hobson. This game is far from won.
Yeah.
10-point lead and a great play by the Cavs as Danny Ferry picks up the basket. He's got 8 and Cleveland within 8 again. Michael Jordan down in the post, double teamed. Out to Armstrong. Dennis Hobson steps up. Dennis Hobson has 9 points tonight. The Bulls back to a 10-point advantage. Henry James. Ehlo the rebound. Morton against Hobson. Inside pass to James, and Jordan went for the steal, didn't get it. Henry James with 18. On the drive is Armstrong. Nice play to King.
Yes. Beautiful play. King's first hoop. He followed it up.
The Bulls keep the 10-point lead with 9:38 left.
James wants Michael again. They're going to go after him. He's got 4 fouls. Ehlo trying to clean him out of there.
On the turnaround.
Yay, Michael.
Henry James with 20.
Guy from the CBA going after you.
Here's Jordan from the top of the key. Henry James the rebound.
Got to remember though, Henry James is 6'9".
Yeah, he's not exactly a small forward. A small forward. Now it's Jordan matched up with Ehlo. Hobson snuffs the shot of James. Gets hit with a foul though. Dennis Hobson trying to turn off the rook, picks up the foul, and Henry James shoots 2.
Hobson a little bit taller.
Horace Grant ready to come in. 8:58 remaining. You make the call.
Yeah.
Ron Garrettson made it. It happened right in front of him. James hits the free throw. He's got 21. Pippen and Grant for Hobson and Cartwright. 86-79 Bulls. 86-80. Horace Grant against pressure. Scottie Pippen on the move against James. Cleveland regroups. Now it's Jordan against Ehlo and over Ferry. Horace Grant with a rebound. Back out to Armstrong. Inside Stacey King to the hoop. Nance has it. Cleveland with a chance to cut it to 4 and 8:30 remaining. Morton to James. He juggles it away. Ferry rolls in with a half hook. Ball on the floor and dug out by King, and a foul on Ferry. Danny Ferry with his 4th. Craig Ehlo with his 3rd.
Yeah, they both hit him in the box. I saw the 3 flip up, but it wasn't 35. They did call it on Ehlo. So the Bulls need to get a little, they got to get offensive, Jim.
Here's Pippen against Ferry. Goes to the hoop. Goal landing on the Nance block. Scottie Pippen the basket. That's what they got to get. Some action going to the basket. Scottie's got 14. 88-80. 8 minutes left to go in this one. Morton running the show. Nance guarded by Jordan on the perimeter. Now Morton with 10 to shoot. Back into Nance. Morton loses it off the dribble, and it's a 3-on-zip bust out. B.J. Armstrong with the gimme. B.J. with 14. The Bulls back to a 10-point lead, and Cleveland takes a 20 or a full timeout. It's a full timeout for the Cavs. 7:35 remaining. 90-80 the score. On Saturday, February 16th, the first 10,000 fans on hand to watch the Bulls and the Nets will receive a Bulls squeeze bottle, courtesy of Yummy Grams.
How about it, J.D.? This is the first. Oh, there the ball went up in the air. Yes, off Morton. Scotty gets it, flips it over to B.J. B.J. takes it in for a little hook, and they throw it out of bounds. Danny Ferry had Nance come back, the hook, and then he went down on a fly pattern and grounding. I'm watching too much football today.
Yeah, that's right. There was some to be seen. So the Bulls, since the ball was untouched, have it.
Yes.
Baseline left.
The Bulls have to win the last quarter, and it's good that they do.
Pippen lobbing into Grant.
Jim, this is the first sellout the Bulls have had this year.
And their 157th consecutive. 18-6-7-6. Horace Grant kicks out to Armstrong, who finds a wide open Scottie Pippen. Loose ball rebound fight. Pippen tries to save, but he was out of bounds. The Cavs have it. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Chicago Bulls. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted.
Better not.
In any form without the express written consent of the Chicago Bulls. If you do, Johnny Kerr will personally come to your house and unplug your VCR. And you guys watching in Mexico City, you better not be recording it either. Here's
John Morton's first hoop.
It's an 8-point game with 6:50 left. Jordan around the King screen. He'll take it. Michael's got 25. And the Bulls are back up by 10. Larry Nance in traffic. He can still do that pretty well. Follow his own shot.
Well, see, he's quick in there getting the ball off. Doesn't have to take that big bounce, collect himself. You got to remember this. That's the guy that won the first slam dunk contest.
Yeah, that's right. Pippen deflects the inbounds pass. Armstrong a steal. Michael Jordan. Boom. 27 points. The Bulls lead is 12. This equals the largest. Timeout Cavaliers. 6:03 left to go. The Bulls, who have been struggling all night, have opened up a 12-point lead at 94-82. Points off turnovers really deciding this game. The Bulls have outscored the Cavs by 10 in that department. And here's two of them.
Scotty on the block. B.J. pumps it up the court. Well, he can go all the way in here. There's nobody around. Morton challenges. Look at this guy come in the picture. Who is this? I've seen this 100 times.
Lenny Wilkins has, and that's why he likes to limit Michael's high-flying activity as much as possible. You know what's interesting about that? How about this guy? Henry James. 24 points tonight. It's a 10-point lead for the Bulls. The interesting thing about limiting Michael's dunks, last year when he scored 69 points, it was a one-dunk game. Larry Nance the rebound.
That's right, one dunk.
Yep. The Bulls could use a defensive stop. The Atlanta Hawks are in with an overtime win at home against Minnesota. 6 in a row for Bobby Weiss's club. They punch into the post and Nance, and then Ehlo delivers the three.
He did something a lot of coaches were afraid to do. He sat Moses down.
Yep. Jordan again. 29 for MJ.
I've seen it 101 times.
And the Bulls back to a 12-point lead. Jordan steals the pass to Ehlo. Armstrong draws the foul on Morton.
Take a look at the play before last. Jordan came around the side, stole the ball from Ehlo, came
Full
on
tongue
in,
extension.
tongue extended. So BJ goes to the line here as he was fouled by...
He was fouled by John Morton, and that's 4 on Morton. When it rains, it pours.
Morton?
He hasn't been in this game much,
Yes.
but he's picked up a few fouls. DJ with 16 points, and 17 is his season high. The Bulls have their biggest lead at 14. Could be a profitable evening. Phoenix up 9 at Milwaukee in the second quarter. Both the Bulls and the Pistons could pick up a full game on the Bucks. Henry James against Jordan.
Offense. Yes, he did.
Michael Jordan baited him into that shot.
He did. He played him tough without the ball, and as James got it, he warded that left arm out. And in disgust, he tears his jersey up. There he goes. Bing. The left arm came out and gave him a shot. Michael says, where is it?
So the Bulls are a hoop away from really claiming this one.
Bill Cartwright is back in.
Armstrong against Morton. Nance has him in the switch. Let's take advantage. They try to, and a lob to Pippen, but Cleveland recovers. 6 to shoot. Armstrong for 3. Cartwright spanks it. Won't go. Ehlo spins free of Pippen. Larry Nance. Ball tipped out to Pippen. Armstrong wraparound move. Runs into Grant. All things are well that end well, right?
Hey, couldn't quite come up. BJ just missed making one sensational move. He went around his back at midcourt, but the ball didn't come out in front of him. If it come out in front of him, he would have been able to control it and take it out. Here he goes around. The ball stayed back there, and then by that time, Horace had bumped into him, picked it up, thrown over to Scotty. Scotty went in for the shot and drew the foul.
Scottie Pippen with 15 points tonight. 4 Chicago players in double figures. It's a 15-point lead with 3:47 remaining.
There goes Michael.
Yeah, but he didn't get the bounce, but he does save it in play. Armstrong to Nance on the run out. It's Ehlo. Ehlo's got 10. That's like the blitz, right? It's like the blitz in football.
That's right. Hit the guy in a fly pattern.
Scottie Pippen in the lane. Horace Grant follows it in. Horace with 12. You know what? With each game, you get the feeling that Horace Grant is really receiving the full value of the fact that if you hang around the glass, you're going to get rich in this league. His foul is on Morton. That's his 5th.
15 fouls, so MJ will be shooting 2 free throws. You're right. You're absolutely right. Horace has not had a lot of pressure on him this year, and he's the guy that's hurt a lot of teams. You know, you start to defend against Michael and Scotty and different guys, and that's a good role, and not to have that kind of pressure where you can step up and hurt that team.
There's 30.
He's a half a point away from his average. Eh?
Henry James back in. Larry Nance out with 3:05 left. The Bulls lead is 16 and 18,676 beginning to stir in the aisles with 3:05 left.
You know, Michael has played 32 minutes is his high against these teams, so he gets an awful lot of points in a relative amount of minutes.
Yeah, he played 20 minutes tonight. He played the first 20 minutes of the game. He played 20 minutes in the first half, I should say. Here's Doherty, had it knocked loose. Armstrong digs it out, and it's the Bulls in transition.
Between the legs.
How about that pass by Armstrong? This baby is over. So it began with a little different scenario, but it's going to have the same ending. Another blowout win against a Cleveland team that's just decimated by injuries.
Nice play, Scotty. They were waiting for Michael to come and take up the slack, and as they came down, it ended up Armstrong getting a layup. And is that his high, Jimmy?
Yep, 18 points, a new season high, and a timeout taken. 2:18 for the game. The Bulls lead it by 20. .218 for the game. The Bulls up 20. Will Perdue is in. Cartwright is out. Hobson is in. Jordan is out. The Bulls right now working with Pippen, Grant, Perdue, Hobson, and Armstrong. The Cavaliers with Ferry in the lineup. Milwaukee down 10 at home. Remember, that's right, Portland snapped, or rather Phoenix snapped Portland's long string of home victories, and they're trying to do the same to the Bucks. The Phoenix Suns. Doherty off the drive. Pippen the rebound. Couldn't clear the zone. Danny Ferry fouled by Perdue.
Here comes Milos Babic.
That's easy for you to say.
Yes. Even though it looks like he's missing the H on the back of his jersey, that's the way it's pronounced. Danny Ferry shoots 2 here on that foul. Bounces that first one around the rim. Gets it to drop in.
9 points for him. Armstrong gets a great hand. 18 points. New season high. Ferry's got 10. The Chicago lead is 18 with 1:50 left. Craig Hodges.
They got 34 points off the bench and 2 guys.
Whoop. Turnover by the Bulls. The Cavs have it. Yeah. Henry James with 24 of them, and Ferry with the other 10. Well, Morton got it.
There's 2 guys that really put it on, though.
Yeah. Morton loses it underneath. After tonight's NBA action, the 9 o'clock news on Channel 9. Scott Williams ready to come on for the Bulls if he gets an opportunity. Shot clock at 6. Henry James for 3. Loose ball. Horace Grant. Hodges. Hodge dancing near the stripe. He may want a 3. Scottie Pippen. Finger roll, and Ferry the rebound. Underneath, it's Henry James, and he's fouled by Perdue. 57.4 left. Perdue with his second. Scott Williams comes in. Horace Grant goes out. 12 points for Horace.
Good job by Horace Grant. Horace had 11 rebounds, Jim.
Cavaliers 10 games under 500 after this one. The Bulls 11 over.
James did something unusual.
Oh.
He hit the rim. Missed.
Now he makes the free throw. So he's got 25 of their 89.
I'd like to get Scott Williams a little play here.
And there it is.
There you go.
Good job by Hodge.
Hodges is good at that. You know, when it's in a time we call it garbage time, whatever it is, Hodges will nod to a guy. Go ahead down. Get loose. I'll get you the ball.
Ferry fouled by Williams. Score the goal. Danny Ferry with 12. Danny Ferry was the silver lining the last time the Cavaliers played here and were blown out.
Yes, he was. He played very well.
He's got 13 points in this game. It's a 16-point lead for the Bulls. 35 seconds left. Play broken up by the Cavs. Ferry coming back.
Nobody there.
I mean, nobody there by quite a distance. Virtually no difference. The shot clock is down to 15. Will Perdue over Babic. Hobson, the fadeaway over Ferry. Cleveland has it 6 seconds. From the outside, Morton's shot won't count. Phil Jackson's club posting a victory tonight. For the Bulls, it's their 16th win in the last 20 games as they move 11 games over the 500 mark. And Miller is proud to donate $500 to charitables for tonight's Bulls victory. 108-92 the final. We'll recap in a moment.